Welcome to week 17, Mama. You have made it through another week. I hope you are using these weeks to make time for prayer and contemplation in order to fully anticipate the growth of your new baby. If all outside sources are making you feel unworthy for the challenge of motherhood, you will do amazing things if you stay close to God and support your growing family by your love. We are not only given these wonderful families, they create a sort of utopia on earth for us, with lots of help and support along with love. But we can create that utopia for our child, starting with our decisions to sacrifice exponentially for God and for our immediate family. Your baby is measuring in at 8 inches in length now and almost 16.5 ounces also. Their immune system is starting to produce a protective coating around the nerves called myelin, and this is the fatty protective support that covers the nerves and protects their function. Think of it like being the casing of a pipe. The outside of the pipe has a casing to allow for the communication of the water inside, not to touch anything on the outside. Your baby is busy preparing for that first touch, and the nerves are what will allow baby to feel that first wrap of love as they are laid on your chest for the first time. Your baby's weight will begin to increase from this point forth more than it has as most of the big changes are now complete. Your baby still has some maturing to do with their lungs, but as for the design of the body, everything is in place. Soon baby will start to hear, followed by their eyes opening for the first time over the next 10 weeks. The diaphragm, which is the muscle that divides the baby's chest from their stomach, is almost completely formed now, which means they are closer to being able to enjoy their first milk drink. Did you know that babies can actually start to taste things within the womb? No, not everything tastes the same. As once was thought of the food given by the umbilical cord, baby, just like you, will prefer the sweeter items. Now, this taste, of course, is a mild difference in tasting, but still, babies gain their first feelings of sensory stimulation and has already developed preferences that will stay with them after they are out into the bright light of the world. Your baby also has developed something unique to them and will separate them physically from another baby, and that is their fingerprint. Yes, baby's prints are ready for the day that the nurse will take that sweet little foot and give you a cherished paper showing their first footprints. All so tiny, and sometimes you will get the comment that their foot is so big, and nurses do this by measuring in comparison to their own thumb, with the theory being that if a baby's foot is larger than the thumb of the nurse, that baby will be tall or at least have large feet. It's an older theory, but still something fun to ponder. Your baby is able now to move their little eyes from side to side, but their eyes still won't open for 10 or so more weeks. Their eyebrows and eyelashes are also growing, and their eyes are preparing to focus on you after birth. It is an amazing time inside the womb. We may also feel that external stimuli takes away from these sweet thoughts. As for your body, don't be worried if you feel a little dizzy or your blood volume is increasing to support both you and your baby. This extra volume inside your body can make you feel quite off balance, so try to get up from position slowly and give yourself extra time. No, not every woman that is expecting will notice this change. But if you do, it is completely expected as the body compensates for the extra blood volume of pregnancy. You may also be noticing that your skin may not be that glowing that you expected, and you may have some blotchy conditions on your face or your body. Do your best to nourish with lotion, and remember, although this is a beautiful process, the process is a sacrifice of love. No, we will not all have that thicker hair, skin, and nails with glowing skin that pregnancy has been spoken about by past generations. Yes, we are glowing with God's creation, but that glow is not always an external glow. When I was a little girl, I thought that glow meant that you actually would glow with a light showing forth from the baby through one's belly. Since I was not ever continually around anyone pregnant until I had my own first child, I kept up this thought for quite some time. Although I still think it would be wonderful to have a light that gets brighter and shows forth the child inside, to tell all the world that they are here. These blotchy patches typically go away after the baby is born. But for now, nourishing with lotion and rest will make all the difference. You will continue to gain weight steadily as baby gets bigger, and soon your feet will be a memory as you will lose sight of them within the next 10 to 15 weeks. So take extra time to nourish these feet by putting them up or soaking them after a long day. Remember, your extra effort given to your child is taxing, so rest often and remember to drink lots of water and eat the high fiber diet to alleviate any extra body complaints. Pregnancy is difficult enough. There's no reason to add to the discomfort because we forget to nourish ourselves. We must remember the sacrifice, and at the pinnacle of sacrifice is prayer, that we will have the strength to sustain the endurance of the suffering. Saint Zélie Martin, who was the first married canonized saint, along with her husband Louis Martin, is a saint canonization of modern times. Although little is written of her, and most of what she has written comes from letters to her family, what she has written is impactful to us as mothers. She writes, above all, during the months immediately preceding the birth of her child, the mother should keep close to God, of whom the infant she bears within her is the image, the handiwork, the gift, and the child. She should be for her offspring, as it were, a temple, a sanctuary, an altar, a tabernacle. In short, her life should be, so to speak, the life of a living sacrament, a sacrament in act, burying herself in the bosom of that God who has so truly instituted it and hallowed it, so that there she may draw that energy, that enlightening, that natural and supernatural beauty which he wills, and wills precisely by her means, to impart to the child she bears, and to be born of her. Please remember, all suffering feels difficult in the moment, but the fruit and the wonder that comes forth from the suffering is insurmountable. May you have a blessed week contemplating, praying, and rejoicing in every moment that you have had as a mother. See you next week, my friend.